Hello everybody, it's Star here. Welcome back to the Castle of RotWK Game 2.2 version 7. Today we have a 1v1 on the forts of Isen. And our players today, of course, are DJ Premier as Isengard and Solus, of course, who is dark. But I call him Solus because forever Solus. As Elves. So we got Elves versus Isen. Could be an interesting matchup. Both players are top tier, of course. So hopefully it'll be a good match. We have a Warg pit start going down for DJ. I hope I didn't cast this already. I can never remember. I don't think so. Hope not. And we have Soul's going for a barrack start over here. Interesting. That's a very far away barracks, but it does protect one side of his farm. But of course the barracks itself won't be defended by the air tower of the fortress. So it does have its risks, but it does have its rewards as well. So we'll see if it pays off. And we have Warg packs coming out. Well them. Darkest Chosen Rally Call, and we have Creebine for DJ from here. Which makes sense, because if you're going Warg packs, they have a built-in Howl ability, which you don't need War Chant because it doesn't stack with it. So you might as well get something else. Makes sense. And it could be good just overall. We have Warriors out, who of course are wielding shields and such, because I'm using a special HD edition Rise of the Witch King that is only available to me because it's not released. Actually, the fun fact, the normal version doesn't have shields. If you played the BFME HD edition, you know the Lorien Warrior doesn't have shields. That was a special request I had from Ryder. I needed it in my life. Alright, so we have our first battalion of Horgs entering the base. And then we got the Mithlon sentries out here for Solus. He's going to try and defend against DJ's aggressive doges. Will he be able to? Seems so. He's keeping them doing nothing, which is really what you want. Even if he doesn't kill them, he keeps his eco alive. That's really all you need. DJ will just be forced to run in circles around and do nothing, which is ideal. For Solus, at least. So really, it's not necessarily about killing the enemy's things, if you don't have the means to chase them down, obviously. But keep your eco alive so you can tack up and kill his shit later. But of course Isengard is going to be teching up as well. So DJ is going to have stuff out. Scarier stuff later and later as it goes on. It's just lots of Warg packs. 3 Warg packs and a pikeman. This pike's probably going to creep this troll here, I'd imagine. And then DJ could of course take this inn and get black orcs out of the inn, which is very powerful. So that could be good for him. Alright, Solus has decided to abandon the defense and go a little bit on the offensive, which is wise. You don't want to play defense too long, or else you of course just fall behind. You gotta get out there, you gotta get some power points, you gotta get some kills, try and do some damage to the enemy base. Now that he has Lancers, he has a vulnerability for defense. So that's probably why he's opted to attack now rather than later. At least creep the Warg, which is also good too. Don't want to let DJ have all the creep. You see the Lancers do pretty well against cleaning up these Warg packs. And he actually saved his farm, or his melon tree there. Very nice. So Solus currently hasn't lost a melon tree, I don't think. And I would imagine for somebody starting Warg packs, that's probably a bit annoying. Because you kind of start Warg packs so you can harass the enemy farms pretty nicely. But he's going into Warg Riders. Which should be very well good against Elves, of course, as long as they don't run over some pikes. Solus does have 2 pikes, though, so it's going to be a little bit tricky. And, of course, he's using his cav as a pseudo pike as well. Because if you keep your cav standing on top of your archers, enemy cavalry is not able to run over them. Fun fact. Because, of course, you can't trample over cavalry. So something to keep in mind. Oh, those characters were a bit out of position though, and then DJ swooped in took some lives. This is played on the neutral host as well, by the way. This game... wrong button. It's tab, isn't it? I think this was another one from Abra's stream, so Abra was hosting it. There's a bunch of people observing, apparently. Alrighty. Oh no, DJ. Not like this. Cab block doesn't always work, though. That's true. But it's better than nothing, huh? I wouldn't recommend relying on it, but yeah, it's if you have no pikes at all, I guess at least try for it. Alright, so we're going to be chased off by the Warg Riders. And it looks like we do indeed have Black Orcs coming out of the inn here for Doggy. Not Doggy. Doggy. Doggy, what are you doing in this game? DJ. And DJ opting not to run after this. Wise. Because I wouldn't involve those pikes. Alright, Solus did lose a farm here. He's being rebuilt. I refer to Malorn Trees as farms quite often. Or any faction's resource building as farms. I don't know why. They all have their own unique name, of course, but for some reason farm just seems to be, in my mind, what every faction has. Looks like Sol's opting to take out that inn instead of claim it. Of course, if he wanted to claim it, he could get some Rohan peasants, which not always great. They help fill out your armies if you need them, but, you know, they're not as good as actual elves in any respects. Sol's got 6 power points, 366 to 450, and we got 6 power points for DJ Premier. It's 267 to 550, so he's doing slightly better on the eco front. They're both having the same amount of power points. He's just going to try and get another farm there. Very nice. Another key farm. Solus is not being allowed to get any high tier farms going, which is what you want. If you can keep your opponent from having level 3 farms, then you're going to be in a good spot. Because they'll have less power point or command points, they'll have less money coming in. Level 3 farms are life, and everyone strives to have such things. Okay, this one's level 2, a couple level 2 there. So DGs are getting up there a bit, but it takes time, of course. They have to produce a certain amount of money before they tick up to level 3. That's how they work. We do have a Haldir out for Solus. He's going to lead the army of these Elves to their deaths. I have no doubts. We have Lurths for DJ. So both teams getting a hero at a very similar time. If Lurths levels up, he'll of course be the superior hero, because he gives leadership, but he also savages enemy heroes. That's where Haldir does not savage enemy heroes, but he does give leadership later on. Although he doesn't get Golden Arrow at level 10, which, I mean, there's a little bit of a stun to it. It's kind of fun sometimes. That builder DJ needs to... Ooh, there he goes, throwing the wall hub down, very nice. Saved his little builder life. And this also is utilizing Linden Horse Archers now. Very nice. You got 2 battalions. I thought those were Lancers, actually. So you got 2 battalions of those. So of course he won't be able to do structure damage, but at the current moment, obviously, that's not really a problem. That's why he has his melee army. Lurtz is doing a good job of countering them, though. As you see, he's picking them off one by one. And probably getting decent experience. He's already level 3, almost level 4. If he can get level 4, he can cripple Haldir. Oh, Haldir. Cripple Haldir, come on. I know he wants to. Too bad he doesn't have the Palantir, huh? Shitty. But now Haldir has to be very cautious, because Lurtz with cripple equals death, usually, for him. Alright, Sol's base now that's stabilized and allowing to grow. He's getting some level 2 trees and such going. And then he'll get his eco going. Looks like... Oh. Got pro-kiting. I'm not sure how many elves died before I looked, but still. Maybe not. Both teams opting to creep a little bit of warg while they have a chance. This top cave troll's still here, but the bottom left, of course, is gone. So somebody could go get that if they so desired. Alright, here comes Lurtz. Is how they're gonna go get crippled? Yeah, he is, probably. Oof. Thing is, though, I don't think he's gonna run in there. He'll probably just shoot Haldir. Oh, nice! Solus using the Enshrouding Mist to hide his Haldir and his army. So now DJ couldn't target him. Friendly units with Mist become stealthed. And of course it does debuff the enemy if they're in it. So that was a pretty cheeky play there. Very nice indeed. Cripple has a disgusting recharge time, version 7. Yeah, that is very fast, isn't it? What is it, like 20 seconds? That is crazy. I didn't realize it was so fast. That should probably be upped a bit, I think. Just a bit. I'd say like a minute is probably a good timer for a cripple. Considering how good it is. But who knows. Anyway, he'll have cripple back very, very rapidly. Of course, if you had signal fires, they would go back even quicker, wouldn't they? Obviously, Forge Device doesn't have signal fires, but could you imagine if they did? Be crippling shit, left, right, and center. Assuming you had control, of course. Alright. They're going for it. Who's gonna win? I'd bet money on the Elves, to be honest. DJ only has like 1 battalion of crossbows there, but leadership has leveled up, get leadership. And there you go, Haldir's crippled again. Or should probably pull out. Eef. Well, Haldir will be alright at least. Seems like most of DJ's units actually tanked that pretty well. We do have a Sharku out of the field as well for DJ from here. Sharku's a great unit against Elves. Look at him go. He has a little bit of splash damage, but his trample is incredible. Very nice. Look at that. He just touches things and they die. He's like a BFME2 Nazgul is always I call him. He just has to tickle a guy and he's like, splat! It's incredible. We have a builder for DJ coming over here and doing another... He's throwing up a furnace in the base of Solus. That's when you know he's getting bold. Looks like Solus is doing a little bit of a harassment there. Farm was lost, but it's not too bad. And if you look at the mini-map currently, I'd say DJ Premier is in full control at this point. Solus has kind of been backed into his base a little bit. He's not completely in his base, he does have this part of the map a bit. But I would say DJ is winning currently. Doesn't mean he'll win overall, but he's definitely doing a little better. Isen is a very strong faction, of course, also. 466 of 600 for Solus, 634 of 750 for DJ, who's gone for Devastation. So it's going to help his eco. Very nice. And of course, the leadership from Lurch is going to be big. Isen infantry and crossbows leadership is going to be difficult for the Elves to deal with, I feel like. It looks like Solus has gone for Glorfindel. A bold choice. Glorfindel's very savage, though, once he gets going. He has got his Blade of Purity already, so he can at least... He can probably go toe-to-toe with Lurtz and Carnage, do you think? 100% damage, 100% armor. As opposed to 200% damage, 25% armor. I don't know. I'm actually interested to see who would win a 1v1. Obviously, Lurtz is level 5, though, so he'll have a bit more levels to him. Glorfindel gets a lot more armor, but Lurtz gets a lot more damage. Who knows? Alright, looks like the majority of farms are starting to be swept back into Solus's base here. DJ's just doing the rounds of the map. Kind of corralling Solus into his base a bit. If you can keep the opponent in their base, you're going to be in a good spot. And now he's on the full defensive. He does have a full archer army as well, if you notice here. Even Haldir, little bastard he is. Unfortunately for him, he doesn't have leadership yet. He gets leadership at level 6 as well. So he still has a bit to go before he gets a... you know. It's going to be a while. He'll get it eventually. Once he does, the Elves' leadership will be pretty big for him. I'm very curious to see if Solus can pull a victory out of this one. Because currently, it looks like DJ Premier is... he's in a really good spot. I'm guessing if he loses a lot of engagements, DJ might be in trouble. But of course, we do have the scenario where Solus can't do a lot of building damage, having a full archer army. His only melee units are Haldir and Glorfindel at the moment, which of course isn't going to take a farm down too quickly. But he's able to heal up his troops, which is good. There we go, we got some Deflons coming out. But the archer army seems to be doing well enough. So of course you can't just build a Wargrider army and chase after Lindens, because Lindens do pretty well against Cav. As you see there. They shred them a bit. So really, I can see DJ struggling with this a little. But also not too much. DJ could just go for a kill, I feel like. Not necessarily. Like if Solus went too deep into his base or something. He wouldn't be able to do much damage to his base. But DJ could go back into his base and do significant damage. Because at least he has some units with leadership. But now that we have Glorfindel and some pikemen down, I think he's in a good spot. Not a good spot, but a better spot. We do have Sharku with leadership, of course, for wargs. All our warg riders and wargs get 33% armor and experience gain. We did have a Saruman, of course, pop out, which I promptly ignored for some reason. So that's good. Ooh. Nice. Okay. Yeah, he's opting not to engage again. I think some Ballista might be good for DJ. Because he's going so heavily on the archers. Ballistas, we all know Ballistas are good. Especially in this day and age. They'd be good against Lindens even. Because Azari's gonna... unless he's gonna micro up his units a lot quickly. Off host. To dodge every Ballista bolt. It might be a bit tricky. And it'll help him close out the game, I think. I kind of feel like DJ's being a bit too passive in this game. Almost. He has the power, but he's not utilizing it. I guess he would have to throw himself at some elves, but you know. I think he can handle it. Well, maybe doesn't want to micro 2 armies at once. I don't know. Either way is fair. There we go. He's pushing in. Saruman's not going to be able to get a lot done unless he has, of course, the safety to Wizard Blast something. He can passively level off his crossbows, which is good. He stands there while his crossbows get kills. The fact that DJ has Sharku and some Warg Riders is good though, because he's able to do this kind of stuff. Keep the elves just on the defensive all the time. While his troops move in and do some damage. Is he going to cripple? He's not going to cripple Glorfindel? I would have. He's actually going to lose his alerts. What is he doing? Oh no. I think he might have been paying attention elsewhere. Alerts got shredded. I mean, Saruman's down here. Saruman killed Glorfindel-ish. So now he has Fireball at least, which is good against elves. I would have Fireballed that, personally. It's a nice juicy clone. But I guess pulling out is probably a wise choice. He doesn't have much troops here. Probably best not to risk a very expensive hero like Saruman. He's delivering the Ring of Power. Just soulless. I do kind of feel like DJ's lost momentum a bit in this game. Is it just me? It's almost like he forgot to buy troops while he was doing stuff. Or something. I don't know. But he's going for Blisses at least. He also was going for upgrades. He got Forged Blades. Those are good. We do have an Eagle Summon. There it is. Solus is going to target down Saruman with the summoned eagles there. It's going to take a while to kill him, but they will kill him eventually. Yeah, he doesn't really have a way to get him out of there. An unfortunate turn of events, but what can you do, huh? He got a nice fireball, at least. But that's about all he got out of that. Saruman overall didn't get a whole lot done. And now Haldir has the Ring of Power, and that's always a terrifying prospect. Think of the unnatural things he's going to do with that Ring of Power. Oh my god. It's a far-sighted buff, giving the elves 15% range? 25% range? What the fuck? That seems a bit much. I didn't realize it was that high. I mean, I did, but I forgot. I think it should be 15, if anything. 25 seems like a lot. Alright, well, he's able to stay there and snipe from quite far away. And he's also got the, of course, the mist to hide in. This mist power is underrated. A lot of players don't use it as defensively as they should. It's very good, though. And now, as you see, DJ he's losing on every front all of a sudden. This game has turned around so rapidly. But I think it's because of DJ's not as good macro, apparently, or something. He wasn't building stuff while he was fighting. He went for a Saruman, which didn't get much done. Which feels bad, man. Which has allowed Solus to capitalize on his errors. And send Haldir to solo his base at the ring. Oh, there goes Lurtz the Carnage. Lurtz will take him out. Oh! Ooh. Nice. Nice Watcher. The main counter to Elves is Watcher, of course, for Isen. Or anyone who has Watcher. Watcher is savage! Solus does have some Noldor, though. Which, of course, look amazing in the HD edition. They look like the Last Alliance Noldor. And now the Ring of Power is being controlled by a Ballista. Interesting. Of course, neither player is going to utilize the Ring of Power. I can tell you that. No one's going to be saving up 10 Gs to get a Sauron or a Galadriel. It's just unrealistic. When two good players are going at it, if you're saving up for 10,000 resources, something's going wrong. Basically. And Solus is slowly whittling down TJ from here. He's doing it from range, so he doesn't really have he doesn't really have much to kill him. Like Noldor's don't do a ton of damage to buildings, but, you know. Eventually they'll die. And what can he do? I think DJ Premier's lost at this point. This is one of those decisions I would have made. Like, let me save for Saruman. Oh. Although, gotta say, look how effective that fireball was at killing those Noldor. Holy shnikes. Wizard Blast also very good at killing Noldor. But that only happened because Solus let him walk up to him. Otherwise, that could have been easily avoided, I feel like. But Saruman actually does really good damage to Noldor, if you didn't know that. So if you can get him into them, he does pretty well. All his powers do pretty well. Thunderbolt. great. Fireball, great. Wizard Blast, great. That's why I think Saruman's the best hero. He's just so good. He has 3 really solid abilities. Then he can steal an army if you ever get to that point. Permanently. Which, I mean, speaks for itself. But a good placed Thunderbolt could kill a Black Rider battalion. So it tells you how good it is. And now it looks like Solus is going heavy on the Noldor. Trying to kill the Sharku here. I'm not sure if either player is playing serious at this point. Because Solus, instead of building like lots of stuff, is just building Noldors, which is that what he needs? I don't know. I mean, they do well, as long as they're not being murdered by Saruman. But the summon is here. Annoys me, DJ didn't use laborers in the Ents. Yeah, but think of how long it would have taken those laborers to get there. They're so slow. But laborers do extra damage. Do. They do on the Ents. They do extra damage to Ents though with their labor scum axes, which is pretty funny. If you can ever make it happen, it's fun. Alright, Saruman's going in for another potential fireball. And of course the Noldor are terrified. Whoosh! And just like that, they're dead. No, don't run in there. Okay. Just claim the ring. Come on, Saruman wants the ring, right? Surely. I don't know who's going to win this game at this point. I still think Solus is going to win, because, I mean, he now has map control. Probably got more powers. We have 748 of 985 for Solus. He's, of course, got Ents and Eagles. And for a DJ, we have 390 of 525, which is not good. Saruman's going to die here. I'm getting a nice Wizard Blast, though. Oof. That decimated Solus' force there. Of course, he only has Watcher. He has two useful 10 power points, though. But then against Solus. Youch. So yeah, I don't know. Solus could probably clear this game out if he just built an Ent or something. And keep it defended. Although the ballistas will be a little problematic, but DJ doesn't have anything defending them, so I can't imagine they'd be too tricky to keep killed. Well, Lurtz is back out at least. Maybe he'll go for mine. The mine play. I would love to see an actual mine play in a proper 1v1 between two good players. And somebody actually pull off a mine kill. That'd be crazy. Not gonna happen though. It's one of those rare Pepes that you'll never see. Oh, get the large Uncle Orphan. What are you doing? Well, I mean, the Lancers are worth killing too, but still. Glorfindel is expensive. He's gonna lose the farm anyway. Youch. Alright, DJ's building up a force now. It's not a great force. Mainly crossbows, but he was there. He's got some pikes there, and some of those ballista things also. And of course, Lurtz. If he gets all that together, it might be a decent force. And he might be able to make some ground. He does need to clear out some of the map control that Solus has. Because he has all of it. Which is not ideal. We do have the inn, of course, here as well. DJ could use. But it's not gonna affect much. Doesn't look like he's using it. So currently it's kind of like not much is happening in this game. They're just trickling units at each other. Which surprisingly at least me wanting to fast forward a bit. There we go. Alright, well, there goes DJ's army. Dying to Eagle Summon. Souls now has Forged Blades on his dudes. And armor. I think we're just witnessing the very, very, very slow death of DJ Premier. So hopefully it doesn't take too long. Because while I don't mind a long replay, I do mind a long replay when it's clearly could have been over at some point. You know what I mean? Because I don't foresee him winning this game. So it's just a matter of time. There's a very serious lack of ints on Solis' side as well, which is making it take longer. I can take a whole base with some Noldor and a pike. But he can take most of it, it seems. At least Mirkwood's with the, or not Mirkwood's, Mithlon's with the pike upgrade. Do pretty good damage. Is Haldir level 6 yet? Level 7. He has a thing. There's the Wildman Summon on top of the Noldors. Will it even kill the Noldor? Probably. Easily. No problem at all, in fact. Yeah, Lurk's being chased down. These Mirkwoods are going to turn around and get him, probably. Nope. Actually get killed by the Mithlons. Ouch. DJ seems to be on the offensive at one for once. There we go. Oh, there we go. It's over. There you go. We all knew it was coming. Just took longer than anticipated. Oh, there you go. That's been a game. Started off kind of like the other replay. Started off good, then kind of went into a slow descent into Soul's winging again. Jeez.